My beloved child, you have been chosen by me. Among the countless souls upon the earth I have seen you, called you by name, and lifted you out of the commonness of the crowd. You are not a grain of sand drifting aimlessly upon the sea of life, nor a lonely echo lost in the expanse of humanity. You are the jewel I have carefully shaped in secret, the living seed I have nurtured with the breath of my own spirit. Before you uttered your first cry, I had already engraved your name upon my hand. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you, Jeremiah 1:5. This word was not spoken only to the prophet, but is also the truth I whisper to your own soul. Beloved, the blessing I have prepared for you is not a mere earthly gift. It is not simply a mark for others to applaud or a token of success for your lifetime. It is a blessing beyond human understanding, a blessing powerful enough to transform the very core of who you are, how you see yourself, how you walk in your calling, how you hold the future. This blessing does not only touch your hands, it penetrates the deepest places of your heart, renewing the barren ground where disappointment and confusion once lived. It is like a holy river washing away all dust, opening a fresh pathway for every step you take. I do not promise you merely a new dwelling, a shelter of walls and roof. I have built for you a house that no time or trial can shake. This is not only a quiet room within the physical world, but a sanctuary within your own soul where my presence becomes your very breath. There you may kneel and feel my hand upon your shoulder, upholding, comforting, and imparting strength. When you enter this place, the noise of life recedes, and you will know what true peace is, peace not born of circumstances, but flowing from the Creator Himself. You may ask, why have I been given this blessing? It is not because of your merit, not because of your worthiness, but because of the unconditional love I have carried in my heart for you from the very beginning. This love is unlike any love you have ever known. It does not fade with time, it does not shift with feelings, it is not measured by achievement. It is a stream that never runs dry, a spring that never fails, a flame that never goes out. You do not need to strive for perfection to deserve it, you only need to open your heart, as a child opens his hand to receive a gift from his father. My child, do not think of yourself as an accident. You have not been forgotten on the margins of history. You are the line I have written upon the great page of the universe. You are the story I am crafting with the care of an author who loves the character he has created. You are the apple of my eye, the one I guard as a treasure. No one can snatch you from my hand, for I have sealed my power upon your soul. When I speak of the new house, it is more than the image of a dwelling. It is the sign of a life renewed. I invite you to leave behind the old places of fear, shame, and limitation, the houses whose walls have cracked, and to step into a dwelling larger, brighter, and stronger. There you will no longer need to run, no longer need to seek the world's approval, for you have already been approved by the Most High. Do not take my words lightly today. Do not let the noise of this world cause you to miss what is precious. The blessing I have for you is opening like a door into a new season. If you hesitate, the door may close, not because I wish to take it away, but because you are not yet ready to enter. Listen fully, receive it with faith, with humility, and with an open heart. You belong to me. No circumstance can erase that seal. I have called you by name in the darkness, lifted you when you were weak, and led you through barren seasons to prepare you for this day. You are the answer to the promise I spoke long ago, a living testimony of my love for humanity. Do not fix your eyes on what you lack. Fix them on the one who calls you. Do not be afraid of not being enough, for I, myself, am enough for you. My beloved, I have seen every crease in the story of your life. I know the rugged paths you have walked, the nights when your soul wrestled alone, the wounds you thought no one could see, and the tears that fell silently. Not a single moment escapes my sight. When you fell, I did not turn away. When you were weary, I did not withdraw. When you were wounded, I did not stand indifferent. In every battle you have fought, I stood beside you, even when you could not feel me. Every tear you have shed, I have caught like precious gems, so that not one would fall to the ground in vain. Even in the hours when you feel most alone, when the sky seems closed and people seem to drift away, I remain present. My presence is not a distant idea, but a solid reality, like an invisible cord binding your heart to mine. You never truly walk alone, for I have promised I will never leave you nor forsake you. Hebrews 1:3-5. That promise does not shift with feelings or circumstances. It stands firm like a mountain in the storm. I also know the moments when you doubt, when you look at the present and think I have forgotten you. I understand the weariness of faith, the trembling of hope. Yet even when you question me, I remain faithful. Even when you struggle, I remain patient. My love for you does not withdraw or fade. It is as steadfast as when I first called your name out of the crowd. I have not led you this far only to abandon you. Your path may be winding, but my hand has never let go. Child, the trials you go through are not a string of meaningless events. They are like a furnace that melts metal to draw out the dross, making pure gold even purer. The hard seasons you have endured are not meant to destroy you, but to build strength, patience, and wisdom within you. Every crack in your soul is a place where I pour my light, so that when you emerge, you will carry the beauty of a heart refined. Like a potter shaping every line with care, I am forming you into a vessel of glory strong enough to hold the great blessing that is coming. You cannot yet see all that I am doing, because I see from the whole picture. Everything that seems like loss is being arranged as a platform for you to rise. I turn sorrow into seeds of hope, and tears into rivers that water the dry soil of your spirit. What you once called failure in my hands will become the material of your victory story. Not one of your tears is wasted. They are a witness to the transformation I am bringing about in your life. Do not think what you face is random. I am not the one who begins and leaves unfinished. I do not lead you into the wilderness only to let you lose your way. I lead you through so I can bring you out, not leave you there. Where you see trial, I see preparation. Where you see pain, I see refining. Where you see delay, I see the perfect timing to bless you. You may think you are standing in the middle of night, but I know the dawn is near. Believe that the pain you endure will not be wasted. It is deepening your soul so that you can receive a greater blessing. It is opening your eyes to see values that peace alone could never teach. It is softening your heart so that I may write a new story upon it. Remember, it was in barren lands that I sent manna down from heaven. It was in the wilderness that I caused water to flow from the rock. And it is in the very place where you feel drained and spent that I am preparing a stream of blessing for you. My beloved child, I know there have been moments when you wanted to give up, when your strength and your faith felt as though they were running dry. Yet I have been there, sustaining every fragile breath you take. I have been there, placing my hand upon your heart so that it would keep beating. And now I want you to know this: everything you are going through is serving a greater purpose. No pain is meaningless when it rests in the hands of the Creator. I will turn it into good for you, not only to lift you up, but so that my name may be glorified through your life. My beloved, I see in you not only the present but the radiant future I have already appointed. You are not a wandering soul without direction. You were formed with a plan, a path, a destiny inscribed by my own hand before you were born. Every step you take on this earth is not an accident. Each breath, each longing within you carries the imprint of the one who created you. For I know the plans I have for you, plans for peace, and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. Jeremiah 2:9-11. This word is not merely an ancient promise, it is a living assurance over your life today. You will grow, you will rise, you will move toward the complete fulfillment of the plan I have set for you. Do not let your present weakness make you doubt. Do not look at your own limitations and think what I have spoken is too great. I have placed within you unique gifts, talents, abilities, and resources that no one else in the world carries in the way you do. They are not meant for decoration or self-display, but as seeds for a great harvest that I have already ordained. These gifts are not for your own glory, nor for you to build a small kingdom of your own. They are given to extend my kingdom, to lift my name high, so that those who have never seen the light may behold it and be drawn in. When you use what I have placed within you for that purpose, you will experience a strength and a satisfaction far beyond any personal dream. You will know that, in giving, you truly receive. Child, I have destined your life to be a river flowing with life, where the thirsty find water, where weary souls find comfort, where hopeless hearts discover hope. I long to use you to reach barren lands, to touch the hidden corners of the earth where light has never shone. You will be the hand that lifts the weak, the voice that encourages the discouraged, the gentle truth that guides the lost back home. I call you my vessel. What does this mean? It means you do not create life on your own, but you are designed to carry life. A vessel does not fill itself. It is filled by the one who gives. I will pour my spirit into you not just once, but continually like a stream that never ceases. When my spirit dwells in you, you will carry the fragrance of life. You will speak words of healing. You will act with power beyond your natural ability. Do not be anxious when you feel small. It is precisely because you are small that my power can be displayed more fully. Do not fear when the dreams I have placed within you seem too large. It is precisely because they are too large that you need me. Do not doubt when doors open that lead to places you have never been. It is precisely because I go before you that you can step forward in peace. You will do great things not by your own strength but by my power working through you. Your strength has limits, but my power knows no bounds. When you obey and allow me to move, you will witness things far beyond your imagination. The words you speak will become seeds planted in the hearts of others. The deeds you do will become living testimonies of my love. My child, when I say you will grow, it is not only an outward growth but also an inner one. I desire your soul to be steadfast, your faith to take deep root, and your heart to be tender, yet strong. I will use every experience to shape your character, every challenge to refine your patience, and every opportunity to enlarge your heart. You will not merely be a receiver of blessings, but a carrier of blessings to many. I know there are moments when you ask yourself, how could someone like me change the world? Remember, it is not you who changes it, but I who bring change through you. Just as the tiny mustard seed grows into a great tree that shelters the birds of the air, the work I begin in you may start small but will become extraordinary. Nothing I have placed within you is without purpose. Every detail plays its part in a larger design. My beloved, I do not look at your weakness to decide your future. I look at the potential I have planted within you. I do not see you through the failures of yesterday, but through the victories of tomorrow that I am preparing. Others may see you as the crowd sees, but I see you as I. Myself have shaped you, a person called empowered and chosen to carry the light. Therefore, open your heart to receive what I speak. Treasure what I have placed within you. Allow me to lead you into new territories to meet the souls I long to rescue, to do the works I have already planned. You do not need to understand everything in order to obey. You simply need to trust. Each step you take in faith draws you closer to your destiny. I speak to you today not merely to encourage, but to extend an invitation. Become a vessel filled with my spirit, a channel of my blessing, a bearer of light into the darkness. As you do this, you will find your life carries a deeper meaning than anything you have ever dreamed. You will see that every sacrifice, every effort, every season of waiting has not been in vain. My beloved, your future does not rest in the hands of this world. It rests in mine, the one who has called you, who has placed gifts within you, and who will complete the work begun. You only need to believe that I am faithful to fulfill what I have promised. You will grow, you will advance, you will accomplish the destiny I have ordained. You will do great things not for your name to be known, but for my name to be glorified, for my kingdom to expand, and for many to be saved. My beloved, do not be afraid of the challenges that lie ahead. You are not walking a dark, aimless path, but one my hand has already prepared. Before you take your first step, I have gone ahead to clear away the stones that might cause you to stumble, to prepare the resources you will need, and to raise the markers that will guide your way. When you think you are stepping into unknown territory, I am already there waiting for you. You are not alone facing the storm. You are walking in the footsteps of the one who has already overcome. Obstacles that seem like towering mountains impossible to overcome will collapse before you, not because of your own strength, but because of my presence walking with you. Just as the walls of Jericho fell at the sound of the trumpets of my people, every barrier before you will tremble as you advance in faith. I do not promise to remove every hardship, but I promise they will not destroy you. You will overcome, not because you are strong enough, but because I am powerful enough. Engrave this deeply in your heart. I will never leave you, nor forsake you. My love is not like a fleeting breeze that disappears without a trace. It is a stream that never runs dry, a lamp that shines through the night and never goes out. Even when you do not feel me, I am present. Even when you do not hear me, I am whispering. My promises are not empty words. They are the solid rock on which you can stand. My word does not return void. Once I have spoken, it accomplishes the purpose for which I sent it. Just as the rain falls from heaven, watering the earth and bringing forth fruit, so my word will cause life to spring up in you, turning wastelands into gardens, transforming barrenness into abundance. What I have spoken over your life will come to pass. No power can stop the fulfillment of my word. You may not yet see the results today, but the seed I have sown is already germinating in secret. Stand firm in faith. Do not be swayed by what your eyes see, and do not let the noise of the world shake your heart. Faith is not a fleeting emotion. It is a pillar standing strong in the midst of storms. When everything around you is shaking, faith will keep you upright. When you are weak, faith will become the wings that lift you. You are not alone in this battle. There is a host of angels encamping around you, and the Creator Himself holds your hand. The enemy may try to discourage you. It may plant doubt, fear, or convince you that you are not enough. But remember, I have given you authority over all the power of the enemy. You are not a passive target standing still. You are a warrior of my kingdom equipped with heavenly weapons. My power within you is greater than every force outside of you. No weapon formed against you will prevail. Every accusation, every slander, every invisible chain you will rise up and condemn, for you are in me. This is not an empty promise. This is your inheritance, my child. You are not a beggar pleading for favor. You are an heir to the promises sealed in the blood of the covenant. You have the right to stand in, my authority to speak the language of faith, to act in the strength of heaven. When you know who you are in me, you will no longer tremble before the darkness. Picture a child walking through an unfamiliar field with a strong father. Though a deep river or rough road lies ahead, the child remains at peace because its hand is in the Father's. So it is with you. You may not know what awaits you, but you know the one who leads you. When you are weak, I lift you. When you are trembling, I comfort you. When you are uncertain, I show you the way. That is why you can walk without fear, not because you are confident in yourself, but because you trust in me. My beloved, do not let the enemy steal your boldness. Do not let its whispers drown out my voice. Do not let circumstances turn you into a bystander. Rise up in faith, for you carry the power of the living one within you. Remember that power is not given for you to display, but to overcome, to triumph, and to become a living testimony of my faithfulness. Take hold of this word as you would hold a torch in the night. You are not abandoned. You do not walk alone. You have nothing to fear. I have gone before you. I am walking with you, and I will complete the work I have begun in you. The road may be long, the winds may be strong, but my hand does not grow weary. You will reach the place I have promised, not by your own strength, but by my grace. Therefore, walk forward with courage. Step onto the ground I have appointed for you. Receive each day as an opportunity to witness my wonders. And when you face obstacles, do not look at their size. Look at the one who is with you. When you hear the voice of the enemy, do not believe its words. Believe my words. When you feel weak, do not retreat. Lean on my strength. This is your inheritance, my child. This is your sacred right, not by your own merit, but by the covenant I have established. You are not fighting in vain. You are fighting from the position of a victor. You are not building your life on fear. You are building on faith and on my promises. And I tell you today, every word I have spoken over your life will be fulfilled, not one will fail. My beloved, as you step into the new season I am opening before you, the first thing I want you to engrave upon your heart is this: keep your eyes fixed on me. Do not allow your spiritual sight to be drawn to the false lights of the world, those things that glitter but quickly fade. Do not let your heart be distracted by fleeting invitations, by illusions of success or earthly power. Such things pass like the wind, radiant like the dawn, yet extinguished before dusk. But what I give you, the treasure of my kingdom, is eternal, incorruptible, unfading, and no one can take it away from you. I call you to seek first, above all else, my kingdom and my righteousness. This is not mere moral advice. It is the key that unlocks a life of fullness. When you place me first, everything else aligns into its rightful place. When you prioritize my kingdom over temporary gains, you will experience provision beyond understanding. I will not leave you in lack, for I am the one who provides for you. You do not need to clutch at everything with your own strength or strive to seize it. You only need to trust in me, the unfailing spring that never runs dry. Remember, the wealth of this world will pass away. Every title, every possession, every human palace will return to dust. But the treasure of my kingdom is imperishable joy that does not fade, peace that cannot be shaken, love that never changes. When you invest your time, your heart, and your life in what is eternal, you are building on a solid rock that no storm can destroy. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Matthew 6:21. I want your heart to dwell in the light, not in the shadows. My child, I am the one who provides for you not only your material needs, but the deepest needs of your soul. I will supply all that you require according to my riches and glory, not according to the limitations of this world. When you thirst for peace, I give peace. When you need strength, I give strength. When you seek wisdom, I give wisdom. Nothing is too small for me to care about, and nothing is too great for me to accomplish. You do not need to worry or strive. Worry only exhausts you, and striving in your own strength only drains you. Learn to rest in me, not as passive resignation, but as active trust. When you rest in me, you declare that I am big enough, powerful enough to manage every detail of your life. Surrender to me each plan, each desire, each hidden fear. Allow me to arrange all things, for I know what is truly best for you. My beloved, I am also calling you into deeper communion with me. This new season is not merely about changes in outward circumstances, but about transformation in your inner depths. I do not only wish to bless the work of your hands, I long to touch your heart. I want you to understand that my presence itself is the greatest reward. Success, provision, miracles, these are only the fruits of a life lived near to me. Draw near to me, and I will draw near to you. This is not a vague promise. It is the principle of my kingdom. Every step you take toward me, I come closer to you in abundance. When you seek me in the stillness, you will hear my voice more clearly. When you pause amid the chaos, you will recognize my hand upholding you. When you open your heart, you will see that I have been there all along. Set aside time in my presence, not as a duty, but as a privilege. Like a friend longing to meet the one they love, come to me with an expectant heart. It is there you will find fullness of joy, not a shallow happiness, but a deep gladness that renews your soul, a joy that does not depend on circumstances. As you dwell in my presence, fear dissolves, doubt is lifted, and new strength is poured into you. My child, I have not called you merely to receive blessings, but to know the one who blesses. I do not lead you into a new season simply to change your surroundings, but to transform you, your mind, your heart, and your communion with me. You will discover that when you place me at the center, everything else falls into its rightful place. When you seek me first, you will no longer have to chase after peace. Peace will find you. When you make me your source, you will no longer have to run after provision. Provision will flow toward you. Therefore, as you enter this new season, do not be afraid. Do not look at what you lack. Look at the one who never lacks. Do not let your heart be distracted by fleeting things. Fix your eyes on what is eternal. Do not worry over every small detail. Rest in me and allow me to take care of all things. I have prepared, I have provided, and I have waited for you. Now I simply desire that you draw nearer, trust more deeply, and delight more fully in my presence. Beloved, this new season is an invitation for you to step into deeper spiritual maturity. It is a call for you to return to the center of everything, me. Come, seek and remain. In me you will find peace, joy, and the strength to go on. In me you will see every promise fulfilled, every need met, and every deepest longing satisfied. My beloved, I am the one who heals you, not only the wounds on the surface, but also the deep cuts of the soul you thought no one could see. I am gently placing my powerful yet loving hand upon the broken places of your life where you have felt pain, shame, or fear. What was once shattered, I am restoring. What was once stolen, I am returning. You have walked through harsh seasons, but not one tear has been wasted. Not one groan has gone unheard by me. The wounds from your past that you thought would never heal are being mended by me, little by little. Like a patient physician, I am not only bandaging the surface, but reaching the very root of your pain. You will come to see that your scars are no longer marks of failure, but testimonies of my faithfulness and power. Every scar upon your soul will tell the story of the one who healed, upheld, and turned your pain into victory. I am anointing the broken-hearted with an oil no world can manufacture. This oil soothes the hardened places, seeps into the hidden corners you have kept concealed, softens the tightly closed heart, and awakens new life within. I am breaking the chains of those held captive, untying each knot of fear, shame, and guilt that has bound you for so many years. You no longer have to bow under the old burden. The yoke has been shattered, the door has been opened, and light has poured in. You are no longer bound by fear. I have replaced trembling with boldness. You are no longer chained by shame. I have lifted away disgrace and clothed you with a garment of grace. You are no longer a slave to sin. I have given you a new nature, the nature of freedom. You do not have to live as one condemned. You are called to live as one redeemed, forgiven, and loved. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. 2 Timothy 1:7. This is your reality today, not a distant promise. You are free in me. This freedom is not an outward show, but the truest liberty. The freedom of the soul, the freedom to love without fear of being wounded, the freedom to walk forward without the past pulling you back, the freedom to lift your head high as a child of the King. When I declare you free, invisible chains must break and darkness must retreat. You have been given the spirit of power, love, and a sound mind, power to rise, love to receive and to give, and a steadfast mind no longer shaken by storms. Walk in that freedom. Do not merely hear and stop. Act as one who has truly been released. Step boldly so that all may see the light within you and know that there is one who has done a wonder in your life. Do not let the enemy bind you again with lies, with old guilt, or with new fears. When it whispers that you are not enough, repeat what I have spoken. You are loved, you are redeemed, you are chosen, you are equipped. You are not a struggling survivor, you are more than a conqueror. Your victory does not come from your own strength, but from the one who loves you. When you stand in me, you do not fight from a place of defeat, hoping for victory. You fight from a place of victory to hold the ground already won. Everything you have endured, pain, loss, trials, no longer weighs you down, but becomes a testimony of the glory I will reveal through you. My beloved, imagine a bird once locked in a cage, now opened. At first it hesitates, its wings weak and unfamiliar with the wind of freedom. But as it dares to fly, the wind lifts it and the sky unfolds wide. So it is with you. Do not fear the unfamiliar feeling of freedom. Do not fear stepping out of old confines. I am there lifting your wings, guiding your path, and training you to soar higher and farther. I do not only want you healed so your burden is lightened. I want you healed so that you become a living witness of my faithfulness. I do not only want you free so you may be happy. I want you free so that you may set others free. When you live in the freedom I give you, become inspiration. You become an instrument. You become my hand reaching out to the world. Therefore, my beloved, rise up, breathe deeply, as one stepping out of a prison. Look to the future not with fearful eyes, but with a gaze of hope. Walk not as one in debt, but as an heir. Speak not as one weak, but as one equipped. Each step you take in freedom is a declaration of my kingship over your life. May the word of the Lord continually remind you to live in his faith and love each day. Follow and stay tuned so you will not miss the sacred and meaningful messages God desires to share with you. May the Lord bless you. Amen.